live. Good morning. Hello, hello. We will wait until some other people possibly show up here, but as you can see, we will be working on Christmas cards. Holiday cards.
Holiday cards.
You know, just because cards.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could send somebody.
You can enjoy throughout the year.
I would. No problem with it whatsoever. They're very,
Well, these have tree. I mean, they are kind of set in that direction of holiday.
My feeling was I would like it non-traditional.
Yes. That's something.
Yeah. Now, isn't that a fine-looking card, y'all?
It's a fine looking card.
We don't have anybody here yet.
Well, this is one person. I'm not always sure
How
that
can you
one.
Oh.
So see, this is concurrent.
Okay, one person out there. Can you talk to us, please?
Hello? Let us know if you're here in the chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we need a chatter.
Yes, it does help us. Sure makes these live sessions a lot more
lively.
Really like.
I just couldn't resist that.
A lively live chat is just lovely. Let's see here. Let's see if I can.
Oh, are you reminding some people?
Maybe. I'm also gonna.
Well, if I had my computer over here, I could do that function. But if I get my computer over here, I'll just squirrel on you.
Yeah, you'll be terrible. We don't need that.
We don't.
No. And I feel like our lighting is a little bit bright. Oh,
no, I don't think it is, because when I'm looking at this one over here.
Yeah, but are you looking at this one over here? Let's see.
Oh, well, I think it's okay.
And remember, you're not in charge of that.
You're going to insult me, and I'm going to roll my chair back to my station over there.
Well, that is really not
and
nice.
Work on my. I'm working on my.
What are you working on?
I'm working on my seahorse dragon, sea creature, marine monster. All things kind of creepy in the water.
We're going to try to make one big one like this today, because I have another paper. So that should be fun. And we can do a little gilding. I think we're just going to get on with it because, you know. See, now we have 2. So we could tell the little funny story about this card.
Oh, I don't think it's very funny.
No, Gigi doesn't think it's funny.
It isn't funny.
I'm slightly amused by it because I was right, even though she won't admit it.
I am still not admitting it.
Yes.
It is crooked.
Yes, and it was still going to be crooked. So here was the thing. I wanted to mount this on an all red card and then put like a white insert in it. And I wanted to trim around the edge in a, uniform, which it would have been exactly as it is here. It just would have been all together because she ended up making 2 cards because she
I
didn't work out quite the way she wanted it
I was going to fold it to the back, but I was losing a lot of my card and the fold wasn't very crisp.
Right. So, anyway, she still won't admit that, like, my idea would have worked brilliantly and looked quite beautiful and elegant.
She wanted to cut off the grungy edges.
I did not.
That's what she tells you, but she does it here. Point. See that shiny tape on the bottom and the top? That is not I did not want that.
But it looks brilliant.
I'm not happy with it. We would like for you to vote out there. Is it crap?
Well, let us know.
Or is it... I think it doesn't go with the sort of off, weird theme of the...
Oh, I think the
cats.
sparkle washi tape is very crafty kitty weird. Yeah, comment in the chat, please. Let us know.
Come on, vote for my card.
We're still battling this out.
Yeah.
Washi tape or not. And I was not going to cut off I was just going to cut off the white and make it look more interesting and follow your grungy edge. Both of them.
Did I sign that card?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
Anyway. So, you know, some
That's the
days
original.
we have some serious conflict.
We do. And it's mostly when we come to cards. The journal thing, I just kind of let her do her thing.
Which I don't understand because
she just does mine. I just do mine.
am a master of card making.
The problem is, I like imperfections. I like things that look, you know, if you want a perfect card, go to Walmart.
Hallmark would be the better thing to say there.
Oh, well, whatever.
They're
Go
the
to
card
a
making people.
store and buy one that's been mass produced. They're all perfect. But I think the charm of these is the kind of
Weirdness and
messy and, you know, fingerprints over in the corner. You can always identify the artist later on when they become famous. Shut up.
this is
this
is card philosophy according to Gigi P. She's the P of the PM. I'm the M. I'm Mariah.
So
Good morning, all. If you're just joining us.
So basically, on this card, what happened? And I okay.
Well, this was This was our first one. So this is
the first one.
Yeah, this was kind of the first one out of the gate.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't.
So we're gonna kind of go through these really quick to show some of the various techniques that we utilize to keep the grungy edges, because that is extremely important when you have, you know, P, the card designer.
I just about spewed coffee all over you. You need to give me a heads up on these little funny ho-hos here.
Well, it wouldn't be as funny, would it? Hey, joke in here. Insert joke here.
Okay, when I spew coffee all over your keyboard here, you're going to be
if everything goes down, you guys will know why.
Now, you need to talk about the, this. You did not talk about.
Oh, we just...
The 3D.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We got it.
That's very important.
All right, yeah, so still, if you want to chime in the comments, let us know your feelings on the washi tape, but...
Yeah, come on, guys. There's 4 of you out there. I know somebody's like, you know, stop messing with whatever it is you're doing and write me a quick comment.
She's bossy in the morning. She hasn't had enough coffee.
I still have not had my full.
Okay, so she being P, the P of the PM.
Here, let me fetch one of those.
Yes. She likes to use things that are going to be sneaky surprises to the card maker or the assembler later, going, ooh, what is this? Why do I now have black stuff everywhere? Now, that's not that black stuff. Just don't mind that over there. That's a whole other thing.
Are we allowed to show my
No. Oh. None of the circle journals. No.
Well, that's a bummer.
I know. Soon enough.
When are we going to talk about that?
As soon as they receive them.
Well, jeez.
Well, why do you think
Hey, y'all just waiting, you know.
That's why I sent them out so early, so that way we could, you know, hopefully get to this before Christmas via, you know, the internet. Okay, so this little black pencil, what is it? It's a...
Stabilo. It's one that Louisa introduced me to.
Stabilo.
Stabilo.
Yeah. Paper, glass, plastic, metal. Really cool, kind of gushy crayon-ish.
And you can put water with it, and you can show them that edge where the wall line is.
Oh yeah, back here.
Take a little bit of water and you can mess it around, and that does kind of stabilize it, and it's not quite so squishy.
Yeah, so I didn't. Yeah, that's good. I didn't put the 3-dimensional Mod Podge on
that line.
Yeah, but I did over these because I mean it was starting to go places and not places you necessarily wanted it to be.
It gets a bit smudgy.
It's smudgy, yes. Remember, we're good for some technical terms. Smudgy.
You want me to spell that for you?
Maybe
I
we,
can already tell you,
we
spell
should.
check is not going to like it. I have used it before. Spell check does not like it.
She's
Does
made her
not.
own dictionary. We should really start downloading that. We'll put it in a blog.
Yeah.
Please refer to our blog.
And even if you verbalize, make it into a verb. They're not into that either.
You to verbalize the verb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so we came back over with 3-dimensional Mod Podge, which turned out really great. I wish it would stay a bit more 3-dimensional, but I mean, I get it. It's going to flatten out and whatnot. But very cool card. This is going to one of our very good friends. She has 3 cats. We had to actually add a cat. I was like, well, if that's
Now,
going to...
you need to tell them about the cat that's looking back the other way. I wanted to put cross eyes on it. I said, no, he's getting ready to jump in the middle of the tree.
Which, that's so funny, because my friend that we're sending this to, really these cats, one of them should be much... Well, this one's really far away. It's just really fat. And she would have cross-eyed. CC, the cross-eyed kitty. She's very fat. She likes her food.
Now, did you talk about the gel print in the background?
No, that's your job.
Well, the gel print in the background is one that I pulled. And can you still see the design of the stars a little bit?
I'd say that's a negatory.
Well, anyway, there's supposed to be some stars I made from a styrofoam.
Some subliminal.
Yeah.
It's in the haze.
They're faint. The fog's moved in. All right, we're done with that.
Okay, now to go back to, like, hopefully what we're going to get to today, and we are going to jump into that here very, very shortly. I do promise. We've got, so the gel plate is a 5x7.
Correct.
But it is like, so it would cover exactly the card, and I believe it's actually larger than 5x7. I think they say 5x7. It's kind of like wood. This is, they say a 2x4, but it could be...
Well, it was 2x4 is actually less.
Right.
I don't know. I just know that.
Well, rough cut cedar actually comes larger than, so if it's like 6x6. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's stuff I know.
Sure, they wanted to know that. That's really a
Riveting
item.
Have some water and bonk you on your head.
Okay, while she's drinking, I'm going to talk to you about this. So, one of the things I think that is really wonderful about the gel plate is the edges that you get, because it just says right away that this is something handmade. Somebody did not, cut out a piece of paper from...
And she just likes it because it looks grungy.
I like it.
Grody.
It actually has texture.
Yeah.
It has a raised edge there where the
Some of them are kind of dangerous. This one's a little pokey.
Is it pokey?
A little bit.
Might need to seal that. We don't want anybody, suing us because they
And
ripped their finger off.
Pia was excited. She's like, oh, it's the Danish flag. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. But it very much...
we should send her that one, since that one does not have a recipient.
Well, I don't know about that. I've got a new list.
Oh.
Sorry, Pia, if you're watching. She wasn't privy to the...
I have some more of those, Pia, and if you want one, you just say so in the comments, and I will make you one and send it to you specially.
Oh, wow. Listen to this.
And I won't even involve Mariah. I'll just make it all on my own.
Listen to this.
Well, I will see if I can. But all of the joy, I cut that out. Now, I don't do that edge stuff, and Mariah insists on doing it, so I just hand her the letters, and she does the edges. And I do agree that they needed to be done. And we credit Jeanette. I don't see Jeanette's not on there. She usually joins us much later. With the 4 thing here, dividing it up. But what it did is we just cut some out of the middle, spread it a little bit apart, and I still have some of the red pieces that I can use for something else. And you can see the little trees here. And that's from the gel print. I've got to look at this a little closer. Yeah, you can see some of the star pattern there. I'm going to go get my stencil, Mariah, because we did talk about it on Monday, but...
Oh, you mean Friday?
I'm sorry, Friday.
Well, we used it on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is.
She never knows what day it is. Yeah. I think you used both, but mainly this.
Yeah, Now I wish I knew that. It's all really mucky, but I'll fetch it.
Alright, and then we gotta move on and get some cards actually made rather than yammering on about
Okay.
making, you know, let's make the cheese and stop talking about how we made the cheese.
Oh yeah, this isn't the day that we actually do stuff. I mean, make art. This is the day that we sort of kind
Yeah, but I'm gonna make some cards.
Oh.
This is like a special, you know. It's our holiday special. Making cards. Possibly. Because I have the process video if you want to see the speed through. But I thought it would be nice because some people have questions about like some of this and want to see it slower. So I thought we'd go through maybe 1 or 2 cards in one of our lives. So here we are.
Just depending on how long it takes to do it.
And I've kind of got the process down. So this is one of the stencils though that was used
The
to
background on the joy.
Yeah, which it didn't show through as well on this one, but here, like, in fact, look, this might have been the last one made.
I think it kind of was towards the end.
It matches.
I know, but what I want, gel platers, you need to chime in. Look at that beautiful halo I got there.
And those
Now,
trees.
come on, people.
And
that's some stuff.
And look at this beautiful seaming in, so I could keep all of the grungy edges and line up these trees.
Hey, she's got a skill set.
You heard it, folks. You heard it.
And
She
I was
said it.
very proud of her, and I was so thrilled that my grungy edge got to go all the way around.
And so when I cut the stencils, I also cut some black trees. This is the original tree. So this would be a very special card. And we're going to send this to some of our family members because this is the original tree.
You sent away the original tree?
Well, you gave it to me. So yeah,
I don't think
this is the one you put on the card. Listen here,
I know.
card designer.
I know the card designer was not aware that that was the original tree.
Yeah, it's got the cut
Oh,
marks
no
and
worries,
everything.
I can make another one. It won't be the same, but nobody cares.
So there you go, very special card. And then I have some of these little sentiments that I cut out same kind of way with the Cricut last year. And so I got
And
a
we
box.
actually found them.
Yes.
Mwah.
No, the joy you didn't find. You
I
don't
didn't
even
find joy, but I found the sack with the stuff.
She did find the sack with the other Christmas stuff. That is true.
And it was stuffed.
Yes.
Was stuffed.
But it was labeled. It was bagged and tagged. As it should be.
That's mine.
Alright, wait. Kind of went around on this one. I think it's like... See, I'm a little more classic. I wanted to, you know, make the trees like all pretty in the background. And she wants it to be kind of funny and weird.
I wanted that one tree.
Just popping off joy, and there you go.
Well, so I told her I wanted everyone to see the lovely, lovely gel plate in the background.
True that.
And you put a bunch of damn trees in there, and you're not going to be able to see it. And you can see over there? Can you see the stencil? A little bit. I don't know. Some of my early ones, I was a little bit mushy.
Yeah, this was a very, like, one of the first two. In fact, I don't even think this was on camera because we did it beforehand.
Ah.
Getting the plate ready. All right, look at that. We are down to nada. If you want to move all that stuff.
Well, are you going to talk about Christy?
No.
frame?
That's why I was like, I didn't know why you would bring that over here.
Oh.
No, because, I mean, if she happens upon this, I'd like her Christmas present to be a surprise.
Oh.
We can bring that up later, and I do have a process video for that. I made the 3 cats in a photo bomb, and a very cool frame is going off to my friend. So let's get started on making some of these. Now, these are going to be a little bit more interesting because I don't really know what to do with the more simple, plainish ones. I'm kind of... Oh, this is our Ralph Lauren-y one, isn't it?
You can't use that one. I like that one. I
Why?
want to do that one because I'm
Oh.
going to make joy. You don't really truly appreciate the process, Mariah.
So she gives me this stuff to show you, and then she just says that I can't have it. Alright. Fair enough.
Yeah, you can have that
I
one.
can have this one. Well, I like that one better.
Well, of course you do. It's a better.
It's a better. It's a
one.
more better.
It is the more better one. No, you told me you liked that one.
I did. But I don't... Now I saw that other one, and I like it more better. Alright, I'm going to go with this one.
There you go. That was the one you wanted to
Yeah.
do anyway. Don't pretend you really wanted to do Ralph.
And I think, am I going to go on white? All right, so later on, once this, if you're watching the playback, I will have links below to some pre-folded cards. These are no longer available because I got them on, they were being discontinued. So
They were cheap.
they were pretty cheap, but not originally cheap because they're the metallic, and they have a laid, and I was really into that, but the more cards I have made with it, it is not exactly ideal writing surface, so I always put like an insert in this. So a more, traditional cardstock, even if it is a metallic, is a little bit more ideal. I have not found pre-folded metallic or pre-scored, because they come in a thing like this, and then but it is pre-scored, which is very nice, and cut to size. So that's very helpful. I will put links to the ones I did find, and I think that are probably comparable to this, as far as size and kind of how we're going to use them today.
Does your voice actually go with the picture, or is it delayed?
Voice actually goes with the picture.
Boy, that's a good thing. Just said that. Sometimes my movies don't.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other thing. But they're not seeing our lips anyway, so I mean, now it may not match up to what I'm doing. Sometimes that happens. That has.
Are you gonna cut that with scissors? You're not gonna use a chomper?
Are you gonna let me do this or what?
Okay.
See, normally she's over there doing other things while I'm, cutting up the cards.
Yeah. Makes me...
Now, a lot of times on those others, I actually tore it. But see, little miss, person that actually cut this, which would be the P of the PM, got a little...
Hey.
Yeah, see how close that is? So I can't really tear it.
Well, that's good.
Well, I could, but...
You might lose some of that really nice.
Yeah, so I'm just going to trim it like I wanted to trim that one.
This tells you she does not understand the gel printing process. When you are getting ready to put your paper down, you don't sit there and measure it to make
Some
sure
people
it's
do.
going to fit on the page like FP, okay?
I like me some FP.
That is the truth. This is one of the reasons that I'm sitting, most of the time I'm sitting over there facing the other direction and I'm not looking at her being obsessive compulsive.
That's a Bridget Jones diary reference. The FP. Yeah, I think so. That's kind of where I remember it from.
Now, is it going to fit on there? Oh,
dear Lord, lady. I mean, this is what I've been talking about for the last, 15 minutes.
Well, I was looking at all this stuff.
Or 20.
Jumping around and moving over here.
Okay, so I know this seems scary, but in order to get this on here, and I want, because I want a little bit of, I mean, why have a metallic card if you're not going to show it? Did you not notice in those other cards that this is how I did?
What you used? Those scissors? Really?
Yeah, dude, I'm awesome. Dude, you ready?
Did you notice a nice little halo around those trees?
Yes, they're beautiful. Okay, so see now, I can come in, kind of scoot that in.
Oh, and scoot it in.
Like so. Then I gotta do a row here. Like that.
And this is all to maintain the lovely grungy edge.
Because normally what I would do is just, do a torn edge, or maybe even split it up, kind of like the Danish flag looking one, which that was Peace Call on,
Well,
doing the four.
It wasn't a really cool. This one has definite pattern.
Right. So it was a bit trickier. So when I came across that, and I'm very happy that I did those cards beforehand, because I sort of now have a system. And am I on the right. Hold on here.
Yeah, it's always good to have it open.
Let me tell you. It's
True. I don't know how many times. But you know what I do if that happens? I just go ahead and cut the front off, cut it down a little bit, and put it on another card.
yeah, see, that's what she did with that other one.
Hey, there's always a way to fix it. In my world.
Yes, in your world.
It may not be ideal.
And let me tell you, whoever designed this stencil, spot on.
She's just patting herself on the back.
I am. Well, because it left just enough space in between them. And this was not anything that was pre-thought. It just happened to be.
Make your surgical cuts there.
Yeah, and that it, see that I can bring it over, cover one row. And look at that. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Now, what some people probably will notice is because, you know, it goes up and down, but then you go down, down. But it's not, that does not hurt me.
Oh.
I don't feel like, you know. Now, this one gets a little trickier. I may have to trim a bit more off of that to get it in there.
Yeah.
Or bring it down.
Well, what you should do is just, now that's going to be your top now, right?
Well, and I'm going to have a space. I should have centered it up better.
Well, or if it had been at the bottom.
I know. Then I could have dropped my sentiment lower.
What I do is I just cut the card off there and call it good.
Yeah, see, that's how Gigi rolls.
Not everything has to
She's
fit.
a lopper.
I'm a lopper. I am. They actually lopped part of my index finger on my right hand off once.
Goodness.
It was terrible. But I managed not to bleed on the paper. I was very proud of myself. I did say some rather
some
reprehensible words.
Some profanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we may just have to.
Well, fortunately, it was during my planning period and there weren't that many kids in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go your route of chopping off the end.
Kiss it, baby. Just kiss it.
Yeah. It doesn't make me happy, but... Or I could put some washi tape on it, but then she'd be all upset about that shenanigans.
No washi tape.
Maybe I will just... Look, do we hate that? The trees are poking out there. Maybe I just cover it up with a tree. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to lop my card off. Because it fits the envelope. And that makes me happy.
Well, as long as it's smaller, it's still going to go in the envelope. When you run into problems is when the card is bigger than the envelope.
Which, yeah, she should know, because she's a... she makes a card without ever thinking about an envelope until afterwards. And I'm like, have an envelope for that? She's like, I'll make one. Needless to say, she's spending a lot more in postage than anyone should.
This is where we differ, and this is why the Monoprints drives Mariah crazy, is because she cannot predict the results. Okay, she's over here, but you know, I'm really happy because what she's doing right now, I don't have time for that. If you want a card from me, it's gonna get some stuff slapped on there, and
it's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get weird.
Fingerprints, and
pineapples at the bottom of your Christmas card. Whatever. So, anything that requires finesse, measuring, exactitude of any sort of nature.
What was that word?
Exactitude.
Exactitude.
I'm not sure that's a word, but
I don't know. It's exactly with some attitude.
Yeah. Good one, Mariah. Okay. Then that's Mariah's.
Like I said, the jokes are free, people. The jokes are free.
Realm of doing. Mine is over there whipping some paint on some stuff and
making messes,
smushing it around and making messes and making more piles.
Yeah.
That Mariah comes along and just mad at me, and if I don't pick them up, then she just puts them all in one pile. Then I have to rearrange all my piles again.
Yes. It's
So
a real struggle around here.
we do. We need a warehouse.
We need a warehouse.
You know, it's kind of like.
Hey, I'm not even hating that up there at the top. That just does not make me upset. And normally something like that really would, but I don't mind it.
I don't even notice it because it's kind of a weird color at the top there anyway. But that should have been the bottom because it's heavier.
Well, I mean, now we know that. Every one of these is a little different, lady.
Now here she's going to cover up my lovely print with black trees.
No, I'm
Do you
doing...
have a sentiment picked out?
Yeah, joy.
Where?
I mean, that's always our...
Oh, are you going to paint it black?
Well, I was going to figure out, yes, what color I would... But yes, I think black if I'm going to keep my tree black.
Well, you can know we can always paint those trees.
I know, I did that on that purple one if you didn't notice. Obviously you didn't.
I'm looking now.
Okay. So,
Well, son of a gun.
looky there. We're going to have big fun on the bayou.
They can't see me hit you.
You might be able to hear it in the microphone. Okay, so I think, yes, we'll just color the joy. Now, something I found out the other day, sort of by accident.
My 2.0 black?
No, I don't. It gets scuffy, and I don't really, I don't love that. I'm going to see if I can get that same effect with the, oh, and actually what I should do here, I'm going to color it red first. And let me tell you why. Because using the alcohol ink markers, I can then gum over it with the Chocola acrylics. And then it crackled. So that was kind of cool. We'll see if I can get that effect again.
I did not know how she did that.
But it had something to do with the acrylics meeting the alcohol ink. And we'll see if we can reproduce it. And you say, why are you coloring the back? Well, because I'm a crazy person and I don't like the white edges. And so...
Yes, it's good that you get to observe this on camera.
On camera. So, what I do to make these little stacked letters, or stacked sentiments, is I cut out multiple ones on the Cricut and then glue them together. So this was pre-done. Actually, this was done like last year. And
so the glue's dry.
Yeah. And actually, that is a very important comment, because if you don't let the glue dry, then it kind of gooks up your, especially the acrylic, or the alcohol markers. Acrylic, not so much.
Glue.
Yeah, because the glue's kind of similar. And sometimes it's better just to use the, ink and just blop it on here, but I've already...
That would be my...
Yes.
That's why I have a lot of interesting looking catch cloths, is because I'm a glopper on the glue. That's sitting there and fiddling with that thing for 15 minutes. It's not my idea of a good time.
Well, we can just, continue talking about me and hoping somebody, comments in the chat. Hey!
Do we have a comment?
Good morning from Arizona. Hello, Mary. You're new. So glad you've joined us.
From Kingman, Arizona.
Do you know where that is? I don't know where
I
that
don't
is.
know. What part of the state is Kingman in?
We're geographically challenged people. We're just going
We
to
know where Phoenix is. We've been there.
Well, I have not. You haven't. You
I
have.
have been, yes.
I have not.
I spent a lot of time at the airport there. Oh, I don't know how many years ago. Many, many years ago. Right after, it was when they started all of the super screening at the airports right after 9/11.
And they haven't quite worked out all the...
I stood in line for 3.5 hours. The line was out of the building. Fortunately, it was wintertime. If it had been summertime, it had been
I think this is some of that yammering that people are like, seriously?
Well, they may not find watching you do the edges of joy riveting.
Joyful?
I don't know. Chime in.
Chime in.
Chime in.
All right. So, Mary, if you have any questions, just type it up in the chat and we will address those. Basically, we are just using gel prints from our last Friday, or yeah, I think these.
Did we do these on camera?
Yeah, these were all done Friday. And so if you want to know how those were all made, there's the live stream of those. And then we are now making Christmas cards or holiday cards.
And that is not to say the exact ones that you're seeing right now, because I went ahead and printed out.
Yeah, there were more. Well, there were some done before we got on our live stream and then some after. But yes, the basic process was done. Alright, I'm not going to super duper obsess about that. I mean, I probably will later, but you know.
She will. She will later. I promise you she will.
Because see, look at that. I really just don't like it when at all.
You're covering it up with black. What difference does it
Well,
make?
I know, but you'll see the edges. Alright,
Boy,
anyway.
your table is really quite messy.
I know.
So proud of you.
I know, right?
Usually we have a pristine white cloth down.
Well, I've been doing a lot of things lately.
I guess you have. They're kind of gold.
Alright, let's see
Here
if
we
we
go.
get some crackle.
You need to move it up a bit. You're right down at the bottom and nobody can see it.
Sorry, it's kind of, I always end up,
See, that's part of my job. I'm supposed to say those kind of things.
that's right. She's the director.
You're okay on this one, but you're not okay on that one. This is the one that matters, right?
Correct.
All this technology. Well, just, to keep yammering on while
Yeah.
Mariah's coloring there. I want you all to know, and I think it's quite remarkable, but, okay, I grew up in the country. We had a rotary dial phone on a party line. And the fact that I'm even able to turn on a computer is, I think, rather.
We're all impressed.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
I don't know if it's gonna crackle like it did.
Robin's with us. Robin. Hi, Robin.
Oh, hello.
My memory finally kicked in, and here I am. Is that a card paper stencil? Oh, here, show her the stencil.
Oh, this is actually, so we've cut up the card like we did on the process video, the speed through. So we've kind of done that. And we'll do another one. Hopefully I'll do it a little better. But yeah, this is the stencil from Friday. And then that's what, yeah, made that one. And I am now coloring Joy to put over here in the little corner.
I'm so happy you're here, Robin. You're one of my gel plate printers, and Mariah, she doesn't really appreciate gel printing quite as much as I want her to.
Hey, should I stack the trees? I could stack the trees like I did Joy and do like a 2-stack on the tree.
Hey, whatever floats your boat there. I don't really have a feeling about that one way or another. I just know that when you put them up on whatever that stuff, the foam stuff from the background, when you try to get the card in, sometimes it kind of snags the edge.
Yeah, well, this is...
So, I think for dimensional purposes, you should just have one, and it'll, now that Joy is stacked up. What do you have, 3 Joys there?
Actually, this is a little fat one. I think it might be 4. Yeah, I mean, look at that. But it's not doing the crackle thing, so that was just some weird one-off situation.
Humidity was different.
Well, here's the other thing that was different. So this one's stacked. The one I did for that other card was not. So, and I had already done the acrylic, the chocola on top, and then I had colored the back with the alcohol ink. So I think from it coming through the back side, maybe it created the crackle. All right, well, some more testing to do on that, people. This was not, that's why I colored both sides. I was thinking that I might still get that effect.
Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you. I know. I would love to print together. Mariah's, she said the other day, she said, I'll just really be glad when you're finished with all this gel plate printing. It's just taken over your life.
Wow. It did not sound like that.
That's what it sounded
See,
like.
no, that's how P heard it. That's how it went in
well,
her.
that was my perception of,
yes.
As she's looking around at my piles, and as every printer knows, you have piles that are designated. This is a keeper. I don't want to do anything to that one. This one needs some work. This one over here is definitely for collage.
It's kind of like your laundry in your 20s. You know, you're kind of like, I could wear that again. Actually, she may still roll that way. I don't know what happens in her room.
She doesn't venture.
This is a keeper. Needs, I wear that to the grocery store.
Hey, but I don't have to go out and do that anymore. So
yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, okay, we're not going to get into personal hygiene here. Okay, so anyway, I have all of these little piles of prints that I'm and Mariah will come along and she will say,
there, do you like that?
I'm looking at the camera. I want to see what everybody else is seeing.
Okay.
Oh, it's delayed. I hate that. It drives me crazy. I don't really love that. Do we have bigger? We didn't make a bigger tree.
We needed the bigger tree. So we had this big discussion, and I mean, I kid you not, like went round and round, and I even printed out some options.
Show them the big tree.
Well, yeah. So this was the original. I said, well, do you want some that are like the original size? It's just no. I think that's a bit too big.
Well, everybody lives to regret.
And I was kind of thinking about sort of what we were going to be doing with them. I thought that might be true. And see, by the way, see the crackle? I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera very well, but see, that's the joy that crackled. And see, it's just a single one. And what I had done is I had gone over and done the chocola. I know some other people might be new and didn't hear all that.
The tree's kind of lifting up on it. Is that intentional?
Yes. That was very intentional. I like 3-dimensional. She likes clean edges, and then she wants to stick everything down. So I don't know, it transports well. I don't know.
Okay, I have this problem getting stuff into envelopes anyway, and especially if they're like, right on the money.
Right on the money.
Now look at that. Show that to me.
One more time.
Robin, did I do this one the other day?
Yes, I believe that you did.
I have all those huge piles of friends. See, Mariah?
Wow.
I'm so glad you joined us, Robin.
I know that
I feel like I have
you have a community out there, Gigi. I've seen them. I do know that.
But that background on that one, I used some of the Arteza.
Yeah.
And that the mountain there is actually...
All right, well, I'm going to do this as is and just move along, and we can do a new one. I want to use some...
But I don't want you to do that because that is such a good background. We need to save that for the big tree.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead and do another one.
Okay, so just keep in mind that we're going to put a big tree. Am I going to keep Joy, or do I...
Keep Joy.
When I cut bigger trees out, I could make a little bit bigger Joy.
No, I think the tree needs to be big and Joy is just fine.
Kind of over here.
The tree's going to be shading Joy only slightly.
Okay, well, that's what the plan is on that there card. Sorry, people, we were not fully prepared with big trees.
If I wasn't sitting over here, if we weren't doing this, she would have already done that and just, yeah.
Oh, wow. You're not being nice to me at all.
Well, I'm getting close.
The bus just keeps rolling through.
Well, I missed you the first time.
Just put it in reverse. Backs up. Just get her under that bus.
I'm getting better. I've consumed at least half of my coffee now, so I'm gonna be nice.
Careful, I'm start chopping up your Ralph Lauren. Ooh, I like this one, and I love it with the cream colored.
No, I don't like that one. I think it's sucky poo-poo, and
okay.
I'm happy for you to cut that.
All right, look at this, the green
I'm not
on.
even gonna say anything about what you're gonna do with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop off and go downstairs for a minute and get some more coffee. You'll all be happy I did that.
I think I might throw in some of the green stuff and maybe even one of your circle ones. Because this is the larger, this is a larger size. Oh, look at that. See, that's awesome.
I love it.
Might even put it on some foam.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a card maker, people. I don't know why I didn't cut like every size. I just thought that we, 3 sizes were gonna cover it, but it just wasn't so. And I was trying to keep the, so I cut a 12 by 12 sheet. Actually, here, I'll go grab it since P. And if I was just cutting to cut, I probably would have done more sizes, but I wanted to keep kind of a cool pattern just because I didn't know exactly what we were going to do with it. And this looks super cool. I mean, I'm kind of in love with, with the, oh, it's still a little sticky from the mat on the backside from being on the Cricut. But doesn't that look cool? I was very happy with that. So I want to do something with it, maybe even, because I could cut a strip out. That would be fun. I don't know. We might do that. I gotta get P's okay on that. Oh, she might have plans for that, and I don't want to mess up her plans. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here, though, is I've got to move that in closer. And I may do this one more torn like I did on that last card. Because I think I've got enough edge to tear the edge on. So let's just get to tearing. Robin's giving me a hard time too.
Good. Good, Robin. Oh, you did. You busted it out.
I did.
What'd you do?
So she was like, so you could have only one piece of paper? I'm like, well, no. I could have cut. Although, actually, with the black, P had only given me one black cardstock to cut from. I could have probably dug up some more.
Well,
but I didn't want to have it.
Are you
Hey, you some
mussing it up?
I am not mussing it up.
You just tore off a piece. I watched it.
Well, I'll stick it back on. It's because somebody cut it so close to the edge. I mean, I'm doing my best here. I'm getting arthritis in my thumb.
Well, that's what should happen to you doing what you're doing. I just do not know why you insist on doing that. Just cut the damn thing.
So I want a fluffy edge. It just makes me happy. Makes me happy.
Well, it makes me happy when you leave my nice edge that I worked up on my gel plate. She has not. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Okay, Robin says, I love that one. That's the pink one, Robin. So, why didn't you just cut every size of tree while you had the Cricut out? It's just a little piece of paper. This is true. So true. And I don't know why I told her not to make a big one. That was really my bad call.
Because we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have a million trees either, because then I have to store said trees. And
Mariah, I don't love this print. I love this one much more. Did it show up?
I think it did.
Okay, I
Yes.
love this one much more because I think it's more printerly.
Here, look at me. I'm trying to work around your one little grungy
Boy, that no,
edge there.
That's showing some respect for the process.
All right.
Mariah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay.
And you know, did I do the little ones the other day on these? Are these filmed?
No.
I just did those by myself.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, I had a great time. I have a whole envelope full of those little babies. Here, I can be mucking through those while you're doing that. I do actually kind of like that.
Well, thank you.
No, I don't want those.
What are you talking
I
about?
want
The little ones. Okay. And let me tell you, there is some weight to this full packet. I was like, whoa.
Well, some of them got run through more than once.
Some paint.
Now, see, look at that one. That one would be really nice. Look, Mariah.
With this, or I like this one, and I want to kind of stick it right, smack dab in the middle. And I think I'm going to kind of fussy cut this so it has a nice, cleaner white edge. I get really excited about that.
I don't care about that.
I know you don't.
And you know, I should show some of these that are just absolutely pathetic. But like I said, they'll still make good. You know, you try things sometimes, and sometimes they just don't work.
And I want you to know the other day I actually kept, in which I may still do that. So here's what I did in order to keep pieces for my envelope. So I glue that down, and then I feel like a crazy person, but I'm going to keep that.
She is.
She's a crazy person.
Okay, here.
I can't even.
Here, can you show this
Can you
one?
show it? Show it? Oh, that's a good one. But see, I love this one that she got in the circle. It looks like a little. And actually, where's that really cool one that you're like, I'll never be able to do that again?
Here, this one, this is this is a Michelin tree.
You got fuzzy. The snow's coming in. It's a smushy tree. Okay, I'm gonna glue that down, and then I want that on top of that.
Talking about.
So it really looks like it's in one of those little dome glass things. It was square on the bottom there. That one.
It's true.
Look at that.
I even double printed that and managed to maintain it.
That was amazing. Maybe I should, but see, it also has kind of a cool edge, so you should use the whole thing there.
I'm sorry, I know this is probably driving you all crazy, but I'm just going through these over here.
Well, I'm kind of doing some things over here.
All
right, I want that on top of that.
This is for, you know, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so that you have both of the seasons represented. Now here, look at this one.
Oh. Look at that glazing on there.
Did you see that, Robin? Did you see it? Did you see it?
She loves the small ones.
I know, me too.
Robin says she wants to keep teasing, but other people might not understand that in the chat. I do appreciate that, Robin. That is very
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Get that glued down, and then I can take that little piece off too.
I'm not really sure what that one was.
And I know you're probably saying, why would you keep such a small little piece? But hey, these are the things that make my envelopes, and sometimes even on the inside, I do a little, and I'll do that on this one. I will do a little torn edge insert, because like I said, with these metallic, and it has sort of a laid, and it's so hard to see because it is metallic, so even when I get it in the right light, you don't see, but it has a texture to it. And again, would not order these particular ones. And that's probably why they are discontinued, to be honest.
Here, look at this.
Oh, that's a good one. That actually looks pretty cute.
But I like the
Yeah. And this is kind of making me crazy. So even when you fold these, they're like, so they're pre-scored. But that makes me sort of nutty. So I'm going to chop that off before we get any further.
I needed to print some big lime green ones so that we could use some of my reddish pink.
Yeah.
Now, Robin, are you still with us? Yes, she probably loves it.
She loves some glazing.
No, it's not glazing, but I want you
Well,
to
that
see
was the earlier one that I was talking about.
And then look at this lovely.
Yeah, that's a good little... Hey, so now what we might be able to do with these 3-inchers is maybe do something like this. Here, hey, are you watching?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I kind of trim them up and get them a little closer to the line, and then we could come in maybe with some of the torn edges or pieces of some of the not so great.
Yeah, the Michelin tree.
Yeah, or whatever. Or even some cardstock, just solid.
Check this. Okay, got to show Robin this one.
There, yeah, some glazing on that one.
This one too. I think this one's kind of nice because it slid a bit.
Yeah, and that gave you that little edge.
That nice little white edge.
Okay. So I think that will be fun. We'll try to do one of those too. Just kind of a warning that today probably will be a little bit short. It is extremely cold outside, so
Well, for Texas, come on.
Yeah.
If you're in Minnesota, you're going, oh, geez, come on, people.
Okay, so for Texas, it is very cold and rainy. So Izzy was not able to go to the park today. But they did go for a little drive, and I don't know, they might get out for a little bit, but it is pretty darn cold.
I'll save all these. Robin, don't go away, because I've got some nifty ones to show you that I printed later, because I got tired of the red and white and whatnot, so I went to my favorite colors, you know, black and
Oh,
gray.
bugger, I was going to leave that white edge, but I think it might be better if I don't, so I'm just going to go that route and hope that I... Man, I am just not having success lining things up very well today. Apologize, people. Normally I'm much better.
Yeah, we all noticed that right away, right, folks? I would be reading the comments. I love me some glazing. I really do.
I will say, you know, as much as P is razzing me about all of the stuff, I have been loving some of her prints, and we're in this circle journal thing, which, stay tuned, people, we will show that when I can. But we're waiting for them to arrive to the people in the UK mainly. I think one's going to the Netherlands. I haven't sent that one yet, I think. No, maybe I did send. Anyway, they're going overseas, so it's going to take a little while. I'm going regular mail because right now postage is insane. Even flat rate, it was like $40 to send a little 6x9 type envelope. That was ridiculous. So you gotta just send it regular postage, and you know, fingers crossed, no tracking. Hope for the best, and who knows when it arrives, sort of thing. I like that. I don't even mind. Again, that's the nice thing with the smushy edge. Like, you don't have to be spot on. So that is okay. I'm gonna foam this.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, she's cutting that out since that's not exactly riveting. I hate it when people, you know, mix paint. All right, I'm going to put some stuff over here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see
She's
it?
sliding things in, pushing me off. I'm cutting.
She's cutting. Y'all need any instructions on how to cut? Just let us know. Check that out. Look at that gradation of color there.
That is pretty impressive. You may want to hold it up a bit to the camera.
No, I think that. Robin, can you see that? Robin is mine. Have any more gel printers out there? I don't think so, Robin. I think it's just you. It says that there are 3 people, but some people are
Well, one
kind
of them's me, so
Oh,
there you go.
there you go.
Because I like to see. I have it on my
I'm
phone.
not sure. Mary, are you still there?
No.
Mary in Kingman, Arizona joined us earlier.
I think she might have popped in and then decided that she
Yeah,
didn't know
okay.
us and
Check.
love us like we.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Now, I think that is a combination. I couldn't get what I wanted with just the golden.
Oh, she likes this trim. Yeah, on the little tissue paper.
I mixed the golden with some of the Arteza coppery colored stuff, and it.
See, you do need me.
I do.
Because who's gonna, who's gonna do the show me? The way I do it so well.
Yeah.
I like this one. I mean, it looks like it's in a globe, and there's stuff floating around in there.
And I love everything about this except the line
Yeah.
that goes across the top. But, oh well. And here's another lovely little gradation.
I could probably come in with my markers and buff that out.
Or just do some more. Or tear the top off. Now hold that.
Oh yeah, this one's very impressive. Look at that.
And this one even has a fade down on the trunk. Look at that. Of course, I know that's intentional, I assure you. And this one, I've got some mucky stuff that I picked up because I've been cutting.
The hickeys. Printing, they call it hickeys.
We call them large snowflakes.
This is a good one, though.
I really, yeah, I like it too. And here, look at this one. I think that one's very masterful.
This is quite masterful. Alright, are you going to let me finish this card or what?
No, I've only got a few more.
No.
You might as well just go through them all. Just be a good sport. Oh, here, look, they moved around on this one.
Oh.
Got some more snowflakes.
Yeah, that. See, like, got 2 pulls from that.
I don't necessarily know if that is the truth because it looks like the little spots moved around while we were.
No, they're kind of similar.
Are they?
Yeah.
Now, you have to twist this one a little bit. This has a lot of snow on the tree.
Oh. See that masterful. See, P. You know, the P and the PM. Pain in my butt.
I'm going to think of some M word that's...
She says I do it like this.
I said, Mariah, give me whiplash. Don't twist those babies so fast. You got to go slow. Okay, you can hand me all those back and I'll stuff them back in the envelope.
Let me trim that up so it kind of...
I know.
Because otherwise it's going to get...
I just
It'll end up in the wrong spot and get mucked up.
must.
Mucked. Alright, so I've got these orange joys and they may actually work with this. And I can put some green over it, but look, it even has glitter on it. It's been pre-glittered. But I know P's gonna love this color combination because it's wild and crazy.
You're actually going to leave it orange?
I don't know. I thought maybe about putting some green polka dots on it or something.
No, I think you need to make it pink.
It needs to be pink.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Don't you have something translucent that you can put? Hey,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Hey, look, I even have a background for this one. So if I did do, I could turn it to pink. And then leave the background orange.
I think it needs to
What do you
be
think?
my quinacridone magenta. You should just give me that and I'll go and paint it.
Okay, but it has glitter.
I don't think it's. I think it's transparent paint. It's gonna show through.
Well, I know, but I just didn't. Okay, you can go do that.
That'll be fine.
All right. Are we keeping this? This has also been glittered.
Well, now we need to make that a different color.
She says blue like the tree.
Blue like the. I was thinking maybe lime green if you put if this is pink and then we
Oh,
have...
she uses her Prismacolors to work over the spots. So like what we were talking about with the black, you know, the black line across the one.
Oh.
Remember, there's a slight delay, so we have to kind of slower roll here.
Well, I'm just trying to think. I don't know that... Hey, let me have the background.
Okay.
Okay, this is going away. You just do something else there while I...
Okay, well what I'll do is I'll do the insert. So this is very simple, and I love this paper. I will also put links in the description area to this paper. It's a bit pricey, but I love it so much. Actually, I did find a lower price point that is comparable, so I probably link to it because I have the white. This is the cream, but this is Strathmore paper, and it's they're kind of proud of their stuff, which they should be. I mean, it's lovely stuff. It's just a little bit pricey, but it tears beautifully, and it's awesome to write on, and you know, all of that good stuff. So this is usually what I do. Like that edge, and then I'm going to bring in my chopper. And what am I doing here? Right, so go a little under. Go. Do. And now, so do you think, P, that I should do the edge in pink? Or, I don't know, Robin, what are your thoughts? I didn't even realize my head was under there. But yes, because my hair is a hot mess of, you know, I need P to trim my hair for me. And it's cold, like I said, it's cold. And we try not to run the heat because it just makes us all dry up like raisins. So, I'm thinking kind of the pink for the edge. And I could even go over it with a little bit. Ooh, but you know what I do have? This is brand new. And I tried out. This was my Christmas present from P. Look at this. Those awesome. And I think that this right here would make a very beautiful gilded edge. So that's what we're going to do, y'all. Let's see here. I think I'm going to have that. I kind of like this brush a little. Well, I don't know. We're going to do this one. These are wonderful paints. And so I have the Calero, which are the same brand, but we've decided that they were, I don't know, I think they like partnered together or something. I'm sure I could look that up.
The Calero bought out the Fine-Tech.
Oh, do you? Or
Yeah.
Fine-Tech bought out Calero?
No. Other way around.
Anyway, there's a bit of difference between this and this set. I mean, these, the color comes up like straight away. It's really beautiful. So there's a bit of a difference. Alright, one of the keys to doing this is when you pull, you kind of pull away. Because I can't tell you how many times, and look, I've already gotten, oh, it's just some of the powdery bits off of the brush.
And a bowl full of mush.
And a bowl full of mush.
I brought the paints too, so that you can. I think this is going to be absolutely brilliant. The green may be off a little bit, but yeah.
So one of the cool things that it does is it ripples the edge. So with the torn edge, and then you come in with the watercolors, it does this cool little ripply thing. Plus, these are super nifty because they are the metallics. And it looks really fancy.
And I would definitely...
But look at how beautiful that looks together.
I don't know that you can even get the fine tack anymore because it was in limited supply when I actually purchased those. I think the colors are clearer. I think you get... It's a better consistency. They're creamier. And
Yeah.
I actually think that you get more paint. Plus,
Yeah, I think
you
there's
have
more.
a metal tin,
Mm-hmm.
which is far preferable to plastic because we all know after
I swear,
plastic.
I just cannot ever do this without getting it somewhere else.
Okay, here, check that out. No.
Oh, well, that's not what I expected.
Well, put it on the. Aren't you putting it in the middle of the?
No, like this is gonna be down here.
Okay, that's really not very good, is it?
No.
Oh, okay, well let me take it back again. Hey, but
Yeah, that looks good.
Joy looks good.
Joy looks good. I think
This
this
is
needs
kind
to
of
be
poop.
blue.
Well, then you're going to lose your. I was trying to maintain the sparkly stuff.
Yeah, but I do need a background since we went pink.
Well, I'm going to see if I can do my really fabulous mixture of lime. Which I think is probably the same as the
Well,
one
and remember, I can go over it with the acrylics, and it is salvageable.
Absolutely. And maybe this kind of sealed it up so that it's...
So yeah, there we go. P's working on the background, trying to get us a little closer to our blue, which I think is going to be really
No, I'm
pretty.
going green.
Oh, she's going green.
I-
She has switched it up on me.
I just don't think we need to emphasize the blue, and if we painted it blue, it would emphasize.
Robin doesn't like the green with the pink. She thinks we should save this tree for a different card. We'll make it happen, Robin, I promise. It'll all come out in the end. Promise.
We like us some complementary colors.
Yes. Like I said, the
Well,
weirder the better for P.
The texture is now...
The texture is now.
The texture... The glitter is now a texture.
Sometimes, you know.
I warned you about that.
That's fine. I didn't expect the glitter to survive. I'm looking for my foam tape. I have located it.
The thing I love and hate about acrylic paints is it dries fast.
Now, the other thing I could do before I put this on foam is I could come in and put little dots on the tree with the pink.
Oh, I think that would be brilliant.
And that might make Robin... Oh, good job. Well done.
Hey, you might want to hold off there.
Yeah, but...
Maybe we need some... Where are your trees? Let me go paint some little trees. Acid green.
That's a pineapple stew.
I used all my pineapples. I'm sorry. I'm having you laugh. Just going to have to muddle through with some green trees.
I don't know. All right, what else do we have as far as... All right, let's maybe, like Robin said, maybe scrap that for a second.
Oh, you mean you need some more?
Yeah, we need a different option perhaps here.
Well, don't be mucking these up with the wet paint and whatnot. I'm going to hand you these. I'm going to go wash the brush.
Okay. We gotta get some side business on that.
Okay, now you need to talk about this.
Oh, so this was what P used along with, I came back with a little bit of alcohol ink marker to touch up those spots, but so then it does match because that's what was originally used here. And kind of same deal with the green. And I love that together. And I've got another Joy. So this could be kept with that.
Okay,
We
give
could-
me the trees back. I'll start shuffling. Shoot.
Ah.
Okay. So you think it needs to be round?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm loving that.
And you could put little tiny trees in the middle of each one of those. That might be interesting.
I don't know. Hey, Rob, I'm seeing true color pretty much from my... Because I have it playing on my iPhone, too. So, color should be...
One large.
I mean, I can't say that about, you know, one's monitors and such. But from my iPhone to what I'm seeing here, it's pretty darn close. I like this, I think.
I do too, but now the lime green background is not going with any of those.
Well, no, I think that we're going to keep the lime green background with
Okay.
this guy. Like, they
Okay.
belong together. They're friends.
They're friends, okay.
And then Joy, we may end up, you know, either making a new one, because this doesn't really pop off. And
Well, you've got more.
I've got a few more, yes.
Oh, here's the dome.
And as Robin said, I could make more. I could.
I think I like it monochromatic.
I do too.
I mean, I just, you know, this one needs to go with something else.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be happy and whatnot. Although I do have this one that has a tinge
Happy Joy
of
Joy?
pink to it with the...
I'm really very much in love with this, I believe. Especially once I kind of cut that out again. Put some foam on it. Foam it up. I don't know why I have... Well, actually I do kind of know why I have. Now here was the other thing that I didn't even take into consideration. That Joy that I got to crackle.
Mm-hmm.
It was already like this.
Oh, so it has some stuff on it.
So it had some stuff on it. And see, and I love this font. It's more scripty font.
Here's another tree that you could tear around the edges.
That could be cute. I kind of like the block, but then again, it is sort of taking up some... I could fussy cut that.
Well, you could fussy cut this one and you'd have a little...
Ah, but that's
Pink
got some
and-
good smushy bits around it.
It does.
Like, this doesn't have a lot happening with it. So I could trim it up. And then I think what I need to bring in is gold. And Joy should be in gold. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do with all of that information. I want to leave kind of a wide
Yes, it would like for you to.
cut around this here tree. I like cutting stuff on camera. I feel like, you know, might be getting judged.
Check this out, Robin. That little bit of residue out there
It was from the stencil.
is from the stencil. It pulled off. When I pulled it up, I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Okay. Liking that. Here, I'll just keep that.
Do you want me to
Now,
acrylic Joy?
no. I am going to... I don't know. this one's just giving me a real hard time. So I could foam my tree. It feels kind of like that's in the center, which sort of bothers me, but I don't know. I'm going to paint Joy. Let's see what happens.
I think you need to cut your card in two and make two.
I just gave her a look.
Yeah, you did. A withering.
Withering.
Dead on the vine look.
All right.
Is that going to cover that?
Sometimes it does. We'll see. I don't remember what's on this, so it might not. Just gonna test some things out here. It's looking like a no. That might have been Mod Podged.
Yeah, in which case that's I think I need to acrylic it.
Yeah, you got your fancy gold over there. I want the, like, what's on the roller. Gold.
Well, then what we need to do is I need to paint this because the gold is transparent.
Hmm. Oh, well,
So
then here.
This may take a bit.
Now give that to me.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just go full on.
Full on.
You should tell them about that because that particular gold is absolutely.
This?
I have a gold, but Mariah doesn't let me use it. I have to just use it on my own when I'm doing my own things.
Oh, and you know what? I could have used the deco.
Yes, why? I thought that's what that was.
No, this is acrylic because I thought you were going to put your gold over it. It just needed a base.
Oh.
See, sometimes it's communication.
Mm-hmm. That's Choco Gold.
Choco. Chocola, yeah. It's the Jocko. Jocko. Yeah, this has definitely been Mod Podged. So that could also have
That might have been
part
a
of
factor in the crackle.
in the crackle. They're trying to
We're still
read.
figuring out the
Still
crackle.
working out that whole crackle business.
I took a pottery class in college, and well, y'all know I don't measure anything. So I would go into the glazing lab, and I would just randomly, grab some stuff off the shelf.
Like a mad scientist.
And mix it together, and they were either
She cooks.
fabulous or they were horrible.
She cooks like this too.
And that's pretty much describes the recipes too. So anyway, Vern,
See, we're already getting better. Look at that. Getting better.
the pottery professor, he would say, "This is wonderful, Patricia. How did you make that?" And then he after a while it was a big joke because he knew I didn't know. I said, I can kind of tell you a little bit about it.
A little bit.
And what happened was my journal that I was supposed to be writing down all the recipes, well, I spilled some stuff all over it. And I was really
Crackle.
She got it. So it is the Mod Podge. Anyway, I spilled some of a glaze all over my journal, and I forgot that
That's
I did,
interesting.
and by the time I remembered it, it was all stuck shut. So, yeah, I just, it was one of those, it's kind of like cooking like Julia Childs. She says, you don't have to have a recipe. Just use lots of butter.
I don't think that is not a direct quote.
Well, I know, but maybe she said butter makes it better, and I'm a big fan of butter
Yes.
makes it better.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to. Just trying to get some of those blue. But that is how you get the crackle.
Well, now
It's a multi-step process, I'll tell you that.
my
What?
You know, well, here's what I think. Okay, you've got these two here. I think you need 3 trees. You need to tear or cut them all out. The 3 that you've got out there right now.
Yeah.
I like 3 trees.
Well,
you could kind of stack them on top of each other a little bit and up and down and back
I just
and
wish
forth.
they weren't all, these are all the same size. So there we have that issue. And it's like this was, you know, 2 sizes down too small.
One of them looks like a dang bug, and we have.
Oh yeah, those. I guess yeah, that isn't the smallest one, is it? Because there's some little itty bitty.
Yeah, it look like roaches.
Itty bitty. Well, I don't know. Man, I'm struggling on camera here.
And this does happen.
Those other ones just went together pretty well the other day.
Well, I don't think you should do something just because you need to do it. I think you should do something because that's
The right thing to
the
do.
right thing to do. And
Well, I'm not loving that for whatever.
All right, well, put that aside. Let's make a small tag.
I kind of want to color the. Can I color?
No,
No. She says no.
no.
Don't do that.
I don't know. If you're gonna color it, you need to color it with like gold,
Gold.
not that pumpkin.
Is that pumpkin? I don't think that's pumpkin.
Marigold.
Yeah, I'm feeling more marigold. See how these just take a bit longer to mush up? It's just really interesting that that is the case. Alright, I see the chat moving.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. It's out of the corner of my eye.
Okay, let me read here. You're wearing a hat while you work stylish. Well, her hair looks like crud. I think that you should save that tree for another card. Bless your heart, Robin. Yes. At least on screen it doesn't play well with the background.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm trying to work that out.
Yeah, we're working on that. But that is a good observation. I agree. I admit that I'm not seeing.
Oh, well that was, see, you're going back in time.
colors.
So yeah, she was talking about that one.
Oh.
And so that's why we kind of moved away from that. And now here we are with this one. And I don't know if we're doing any better. But I'm kind of liking this. It certainly looks a little more finished.
Okay, you need to refresh. Go on to another one and come back to it.
Yes, I'll tell you that.
I agree with that. I think we should make one of these little
I'll make a little,
cards, but I'm not going to give her my ones that I really like. Okay, what did we do with the rest of the backgrounds? And I can be picking out what I think might.
they should do that bigger envelope.
Yeah. Oh, and she's really going to be angry about this one.
What do you want to do with it?
I want to put the smushy tree on here.
Well, I thought we were going to do it. Are we going to do a tag or are we going to do a...
Yeah, we are, and this is a good one to use because it's kind of screwed up on the edge anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I think that you've got plenty to tear here. But I would like to do a little work to the tree before we do it.
What kind of work are you doing to the tree?
With the
Look at how much prettier that looks.
oh yeah.
Ah, see? Brilliant.
Whoopie-tie-yi-yi.
See? I can like pull it out in the end. I'm going to try to put one more thing on this. Now that I've resurfaced it with something that might... I tell you what, that clear is amazing because it does actually stick to some stuff. Just It wasn't loving that Mod Podge that I had on there.
Yeah, that Mod Podge doesn't necessarily play well with others.
Well, and you know what? I may have even had some of the distress stuff on there. Because sometimes it will actually stick to the Mod Podge. So I think it was like, it has like a wax or something on it.
Okay,
And
I'm going
look
to,
at that.
Yeah, that's looking fab. Are we just going to go ahead and go with that and
I think that's beautiful.
but I think it needs a red background.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
know?
let me see if I have another background.
Because Joy kind of, at least, you
Yeah,
know,
it's-
I'm not seeing, it kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
Well, this is one of that. I do actually think I have. Lucky there.
Are we supposed to refresh, like, our feed?
No,
She's-
she's just saying like, you know. I think that's what she's saying. Yeah, because we're running over here.
Are we running out of time?
We're gonna run until
Baby shows.
Izzy comes back. Because what are we at? We're at, oh man, we're at an hour and a half. Jeez.
How time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Loving that. That makes me so happy. I need a little darker there. Okay. And then what's nice is I noticed that my I used to, like if it was kind of back in the day, I'd probably put a fade on this, which would look pretty spiffy, but
Well, I'm not sure you need that because you have so much going on in the background
Yeah.
there that I think it's going to be lost in the shuffle.
that
And I
looks
like that it's kind of ooky and schmooky.
ooky schmooky. Pooky pooky. And look at that. Kind of thinking. Could even put Joy on top of the tree a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I think you'd still need some other trees there.
Kind of liking that.
I don't even care if they're
Well, I can make them gold.
oh, there you go.
I might have to paint this.
Probably be good if you started with the white rather than.
Well, I got black trees. Somebody ordered black trees, so we got black trees. But let me tell you, I'm going to cut out some more trees, various sizes, on white. So, you know, we've got that going.
Could hook you up with some of my plaid white.
With some of your what?
Plaid white.
Plaid white?
The one that's
Oh, the stinky. No.
stinky stuff. Hey, it covers good.
It does, but it stinks. And it like sticks to your hand stink, you know, like, ugh, you'll be smelling that later. Alright, well, we gotta do some more trees, but let's try to.
Well, yeah, I think it needs to be. Yeah, that looks good. Don't lose that one because that will be really good with some
Oh,
of
yeah,
my
your
other
others.
little fade.
Yeah, that other set with the black and everything.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna put that off to the side and let it dry. But really what I should have done, again, get a base coat of the acrylic. I am so enjoying these markers. I mean, I know they're not as fancy as the Poscas, but for the price point, can't beat it.
Price point. Can I go over and work on this tree without being on camera?
What do we need done to the tree?
I'm going to define it with the white Uniball Signa.
Oh, I'll do it.
No, you don't know what to do. Because I'm going to do some sections of branchy.
Well, here, why don't you sit here and do that?
Do you have one of those?
I do. Like, right here.
Oh, look at you.
Look at that. Amazing. Let's swap out and I'll have some coffee and
You could read comments.
I can read the comments.
And watch out and don't trip up on your handlebar there on your
Oh, I know. I'm setting traps.
chomper.
Setting traps.
She's just trying to kill him.
Ugh. Okie dokie. Aw. Robin's so sweet. She said she really needed us, so we've gotten her in a creative mood. She's probably like, I can totally do that better.
God, I wish those people would.
We totally understand that. It's all right. Hey, we inspire. That's all.
Okay, now you can see this tree. This is really not like.
all right. Oh, yeah. That would be the camera over there. So see the round light?
Yeah.
That's the camera.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, not so close. And a little bit tilted. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. So it's not like a stellar print or anything. So even if I do screw it up a little bit, it's not going to be like the end of the world kind of thing.
Kind of thing.
Find my other
You're
tree branch there.
kind of Dr. Seussing it.
No, I'm defining the branches. And because I think it's going to look good.
Oh, hello.
Our baby is home.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I'm going to, you do that and I'll, or are we just going to kind of call this the end and stay tuned? We might try to, we'll have these finished up by Friday, but we're going to do something new on Friday.
Okay, and I did that because this is going to be my background.
Yeah.
And Mariah's going to do her fancy little tear thing all the way around. And this is going to be a smaller.
Yeah, I like
Hard.
that. Good
Yeah.
job. You're hired.
Okay. Hey, it's been fun. Thank you all.
Hey, Robin, sometime we'll figure out like a way to do either kind of a Zoom or we could even do like the Facebook stuff. We've done that with one of our other friends and it was a lot of fun. Actually, Mom's done it twice with Alicia and with Jeanette. So
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. We'll try to set that up. And as always, any of you guys that are new that came into the channel or if you're watching the playback on this, please do like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We do this each Wednesday and Friday, the live streams. And then we're always dropping in little process videos here and there. I wish I was more scheduled on that, but I am not. These are goals. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you on Friday.
Bye.